I am Lauren Gilmore, and welcome to today's lesson. Have you ever heard the word appearances before? The word appearances refers to how something looks. Many people make judgments or assumptions based on appearances, but sometimes how something appears doesn't tell the whole story. Today we're going to hear a story about a humble woman who gave all she had with a kind heart, and a rich man who gave just because it made him look like he had a kind heart. The rich man cared more about appearances than actually being kind. So let's pray together. Loving God, thank you for all the blessings in our lives. Please help us to have kind and generous hearts and show us where we can share with others. Amen. And now we're going to watch a video. So today, Otto is deciding that he wants to show everyone what a good person he is. But Victor wants to look like an even better person than Otto. So let's see what happens when they learn the lesson about the widow's offering in church.
Hey, Otto. Hey, Clara. Check this out. Wow. Yeah, my grandma gave it to me. What are you gonna get with it? Are you gonna buy a Gigantagulp? Nope. Are you going to try out the all-new Crash Tractor?
Crash Tractor, free!
Already beat that one, Clara. Besides, I wasn't too impressed with her cashing in on the space age trend. So, what are you gonna do with your money? I'm tithing. You're what? I'm giving it to God. You mean in the offering plate? Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So, you're just going to give your money away? Yep. That's gotta be hard. Well, you know, it's the Christian thing to do. Oh. See you in worship! What are you doing, Otto? Huh? Oh, I'm just warming up for the big offering.
Is that your offering, Otto?
Yes, it is!
Interesting. Where's your suit?
My suit?
People are going to be watching how generous we are to God, Otto. Get your head in the game.
I didn't even think about getting dressed up. Ah, well, this little beauty should more than make up for that.
Silence! It's coming.
Oh, this is it! This is it!
Attention, church friends! My great Aunt Marjorie gave me a little something to donate to God. And by a little, I mean a great deal of money. We're very generous and humble.
Otto, what is it? Victor's offering was enormous. Why would God even care about my tiny offering? Did you listen to today's reading? The one about the widow? Kinda. Do you remember what the reading said? Something about the widow giving 2 coins. See, even the widow is making me look bad. I think the point is that it's not about what we give, it's about how we give. That if we're giving from the heart, then we're giving God the very best we can. Oh. Yeah. You're right, Clara. Come on! Maybe there's still time to sneak this into the offering plate.
Pause the video and answer these questions. In this story, Jesus and his disciples are gathered in the temple. Jesus teaches them about appearances. First, he talks about the scribes, who were religious leaders who cared about appearing important. Then he talks about people giving the offerings. The disciples are surprised to learn that what appears to be a great offering is not the greatest in Jesus' eye.
The widow's offering, from Mark 12:38 through 44. Jesus pointed across the table. "See that man by the treasury?" he asked. The disciples saw him. The man strutted around and swished his fancy robes. This rich man looked pleased with himself. Then he pulled a big bag of coins out of his robe. He looked around to make sure people were watching. "I am sharing my money," he announced in a loud voice. He dumped a handful of coins in the offering box. Jingle, jangle, crash! The coins dropped noisily into the box. Everyone looked. The man beamed. He looked very pleased with himself. Jesus pointed again. "See that widow over by the treasury?" The disciples looked. Where was she? Then they saw her. A small woman in plain robes slipped between people to get to the offering box. The widow dropped 2 small coins in the offering box. Clink, clink. Then she slipped away. "Did you see the difference?" asked Jesus. The rich man gave a little handful of his large bag of money. He wanted everyone to see him. The widow gave all her money, 2 coins. She didn't want to be seen. When you share, be like the widow. Give quietly. Don't try to impress others. That's the kind of sharing I like to see.
Awesome. Now pause the video and take some time to discuss the questions on the screen with your family. Time for some activities. So in your packet, you have a yellow bingo card, but it's not like regular bingo, it's Be Kind bingo. It has some fun ideas and prompts for the kind things we can do with and for others. Offerings don't always have to be money. They can be any gift from a willing heart. So, some of the things that I'm wanting to do this week with the Be Kind bingo is I'm planning to hold the door open for someone. I've already started a letter and a card to my grandmother. And something that I don't think we do often enough is you give yourself a pep talk. So look in the mirror and say, "I've got this." And those are just some of the fun things that I'm planning on doing this week. And one of the really cool things is if you do 5 in a row, you send it in to Greta, tell her what you did, and she'll send you a prize. And lastly, in your packet, there's also a coloring sheet that shows the widow giving her offering to help us remember her willing gift. So let's close this lesson with a blessing. God blesses all of us. That means me, and that means you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you. So go out and bless the world.
Thank you all for coming. Thank you so much. No, I'm very proud of what I did today. Very proud that it was a humble act, very selfless, and that I, Victor, that's V-I-C-T-O-R, okay, great, thank you, that I, Victor, was able to give so much. I only wish I could have given more. It was one of my most humble acts. You can read about all my other humble acts on Humble Pie, but if everyone wants to take out their cameras now and take photos, I am wearing this suit. This suit is very special to me, and I look really good in it.